So let's move on to design of underground drainage system process. We all know that underground drainage system consists of a very complex network of channels including pipes, trenches and etc. So we will go to the step-by-step process to understand how the drainage philosophy is and the work process carried out till the final construction. So now starting with the meteorological department, we need the input as rainfall data. It is the most important parameter of the discharge calculation equation. It tells of the amount of rainfall within certain duration of time and the time of concentration for the certain return period. Now we can show the rainfall data. This is the graph, a typical graph which has been mentioned for the intensity versus duration. And you can see the values which have been based on 10 years return period. So moving forward to the scope of work document, that is also very important to understand all the design considerations or assumptions given in the document. Next is plot plan, that is to know the overview of the plot of the project, the fire water demand, if any of the fire water thing is to be taken care in the design. Some local authorities permissions we need for the discharge location. Then the last is geotechnical investigation. So we need a topographical survey, the grade elevations, etc. These are the key main inputs which are required for designing the underground drainage system. Now determining the drainage philosophy. We all have the contaminated or non-contaminated drains, that is very free from pollutants, or we can also call it as clean storm water. The contaminated drains, it consists of oily water or the sanitary or foul water waste and the chemical waste, especially includes in the industries area, like including of nitrogen, hydrogen, ammonia or any compound of sulfates, etc. Similarly, for the non-contaminated drains, we have the drainage from building roofs or any closed shelter drain, including the floor wash. In some cases, it may be polluted, so it will be counted in the contaminated drains. And other is the surface runoff from the grade or gravel, etc. So when you get all this information, we can prepare a concept-based layout showing all the discharge points and with all the permissions of the discharge regulation authorities. We can have a preliminary layout to submit to the bidding package for the respective drains. Now we can also calculate then the catchment area according to the plot plan. I will share all the documents or details at the end of the video, so please stay tuned. Then by calculating the catchment area, we will also check for all the runoff coefficients for all type of surface types, considering the porosity, and with multiplying with the catchment area we can get the net contribution area for all the drainage. By performing the hydraulic calculations, we can have a great idea about the following parameters like channel size, like its depth and width. Next can be the slope, as the network considering is gravity slope of pipe or trench. Next is we will get to know about capacity of the drain, its velocity, proportional depth, also flow depth. For capacity of the drain, we can have the drain to be fully occupied, or it will be dependent on the proportional depth. For velocity, we can have minimum to maximum velocity, generally varying between minimum velocity varying between 0.6 meter per second to maximum velocity varying between 2.6 to 3 meter per second. So these are the design considerations we will be getting by performing the hydraulic design calculations. After that, we will come to issuing bill of the quantities of the channel, and we will then procure it for the further purpose. Finalize the general arrangement drainage layout, and we can prepare the final layout which is to be issued for the construction purposes. Then approval will be taken care, and then finally it will be set to construction. So I hope you have got a clear idea of how the design process takes place